Kalila Channel, your permanent link to the latest news on the works, actors, and institutions of cinema that shape our perception of the world. Subscribe so you don't miss anything. The Bollywood epic Dhurandhar has shattered streaming records following a box office run that crossed $130 million, starring Ranveer Singh. The 214-minute gangster saga now leads Netflix global charts, signaling a growing appetite for international cinema among Western viewers. Critics have hailed its gritty narrative and lavish production as a genre-defining milestone, while streaming platforms are closely monitoring its cross-cultural resonance. The film's success underscores a broader shift in audience preferences, where regional storytelling is gaining global traction without sacrificing authenticity. Cena has publicly praised Netflix's Western epic Train Dreams, starring Joel Edgerton and Felicity Jones. The film merges sweeping frontier landscapes with deeply intimate character arcs. Drawing favorable comparisons to classic Hollywood westerns, Cena's endorsement amplifies the film's visibility, adding star power to an already critically buzzed release. Reviewers highlight its deliberate pacing and emotional weight, noting that it transcends genre tropes to deliver a resonant human story. Its performance could herald a revival of westerns in the streaming age, where thematic depth and visual grandeur find new audiences. Zendaya and Robert Pattinson headline the drama, a romantic thriller centered on a wedding teetering on collapse, directed by Christopher Borgli and produced by Ari Aster. The film delves into intimacy, hidden truths, and societal expectations. The trailer hints at a couple unraveling under the pressure of a devastating secret, setting the stage for a high-stakes emotional journey. Audiences are eager to witness how two of Hollywood's most compelling actors navigate the film's psychological terrain. The movie is slated for a theatrical release this spring, promising to be one of the season's most talked-about titles. Gerard Johnstone, the creative force behind the M3GAN franchise, has signed with United Talent Agency. His career began with the horror comedy Housebound, but M3GAN propelled him into the mainstream. Grossing over $180 million worldwide, his new representation suggests imminent major studio collaborations. Johnston's signature blend of humor and horror continues to captivate global audiences, positioning him as a key architect of modern genre cinema. The 2026 Athena Festival, hosted by Barnard College, will spotlight documentaries on Sarah McBride and Jean Carroll, celebrating female leadership and resilience. The lineup also includes the Oscar-nominated Cutting Through Rocks. Amplifying voices often overlooked in mainstream media, the festival's mission to elevate women's stories aligns with broader cultural movements in entertainment. Attendees can expect powerful narratives and thought-provoking discussions that reflect the evolving landscape of storytelling. The 2026 Oscars production team has been officially confirmed, with Hamish Hamilton returning as director. The ceremony will air live on ABC from the Dolby Theatre on March 15th, hosted by Conan O'Brien, whose comedic flair is expected to energize the event. Executive producers Raj Kapoor and Katie Mullen are aiming for a dynamic, inclusive broadcast that bridges streaming and traditional networks as the industry continues to evolve. This year's Oscars may set a new standard for awards telecasts in the digital era. Jonah Hill returns to the screen in Outcome, a dark comedy he also wrote and directed. Keanu Reeves and Cameron Diaz co-star, with Matt Bomer completing the ensemble. The film premieres April 10th on Apple TV. Marking Hill's continued evolution from actor to auteur, critics are already anticipating its quirky tone and bold performances, positioning it as one of the year's most anticipated releases. Hill's growing influence behind the camera is reshaping expectations for comedic storytelling and prestige cinema. Halle Berry reflects that her historic 2002 Oscar win for Monsters Ball did not alter her trajectory in Hollywood. In a recent profile, she speaks candidly about navigating fame, entrepreneurship, and the limitations of industry recognition. Her remarks challenge the notion that awards guarantee lasting success, especially for women and actors of color. Berry remains a trailblazer, now expanding into business and production, where her influence continues to grow. Her journey highlights the persistent complexities of race, gender, and power in entertainment. Netflix has acquired Killswitch, an action thriller written by Harrison Query and starring Jake Gyllenhaal. Described as a fusion of Collateral and Sicario, the film's plot remains tightly under wraps. Matt Reeves and Lynn Harris will produce alongside Gyllenhaal, adding to Netflix's expanding slate of high-concept thrillers. Gyllenhaal's involvement ensures intense performances and global attention, making the project a standout in the streamer's 2026 lineup. Disney has appointed Josh D'Amaro as its new CEO. Succeeding Bob Iger, Dana Walden assumes the role of President and Chief Creative Officer, overseeing all film and television divisions. The board has formally ended the co-CEO structure, signaling a return to centralized leadership. D'Amaro's base salary is $2,500,000 annually, with performance-based bonuses and stock incentives. Walden's elevated position marks a historic milestone for women in Disney's executive ranks. The leadership transition aims to bring stability amid ongoing industry transformation. Netflix is deepening its investment in India with new projects from Hansel Mehta, Anil Kapoor, and other local creators. Monica Shergill, Vice President of Content, emphasized the richness and diversity of Indian storytelling. The streamer's expanding local slate reflects a commitment to authentic regional narratives, countering competition from homegrown platforms. This strategic move strengthens Netflix's global presence while offering Indian audiences more homegrown stories with international appeal. Kate Hudson has been named Showperson of the Year by the International Cinematographers Guild, honoring her work in Running Point and her enduring cultural impact. She will be celebrated at the ICG Publicists Awards, where her versatility across genres and influence as a producer and style icon will be recognized. The award underscores her lasting relevance in Hollywood and beyond. Kentaro Sakaguchi stars in Ryota Nakano's upcoming drama, I Don't Know You, set to launch sales at the European film market. The rising Japanese actor brings intensity and charisma to the role, signaling growing global interest in Japanese cinema. His presence may draw international audiences to this intimate, character-driven story, further expanding the reach of Asian narratives in global markets. Benedict Cumberbatch will star in Last Flight, a thriller centered on a U.S. aid coordinator aiding refugees from Iraq and Afghanistan. Directed by Babak Anvari, the film tackles urgent global issues with emotional nuance. Cumberbatch's dedication to socially conscious roles continues to define his career, and this project's timeliness and star power position it as a likely awards contender. David Yarnell, the Emmy-nominated producer behind Can You Ever Forgive Me, has passed away at 96. His career spanned television and film, including the iconic Candid Camera. Yarnell mentored emerging talent and championed nuanced, character-driven storytelling. His death marks the end of an era in Hollywood production. He will be remembered for his wit, wisdom, and unwavering commitment to the craft. Super Bowl featured trailers for Mandalorian and Grogu, Scream 7, and Spielberg's Disclosure Day. Ad rates hit $10 million per spot, reaffirming the event's unmatched marketing power. These trailers generated massive buzz, setting the stage for major releases throughout the year. The Super Bowl remains Hollywood's premier platform for launching blockbuster campaigns, with fans eagerly anticipating each of these highly touted films. Jonah Hill's Outcome will debut April 10th on Apple TV, starring Keanu Reeves and Cameron Diaz. Hill directs and appears alongside Matt Bomer in this dark comedy that promises absurdity and heart. Its spring release aligns with a lighter cinematic mood, while Hill's growing clout as a filmmaker continues to attract top talent and critical attention. Expect bold choices and standout performances that redefine the boundaries of genre and tone. Subscribe and stay connected to the latest news from the world of American entertainment.